So we're gonna do part 2 of this reckless Ben with the whole Lego scandal thing with the $200,000. The first part was pretty crazy. There's a lot of shit that was going on. Normally I don't do this type of content, but since this has been the thing going on and I didn't know shit about it, we're just gonna keep going. All right. If you like this type of content, please like, comment, subscribe, and let's see part 2. I got arrested because of Legos. Don't move.
This is the story of how I got swatted, all because of Legos.
Oh, great.
The whole thing started with me investigating a Lego company called Bricks and Minifigs. The company sent 2 guys to steal the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection worth around $200,000. And for some reason, the police are helping them get away with it. The family reached out to me saying that I'm their last hope to get them their life savings back.
Skywalker.
The video I made exposing them was actually insane. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But we ended up taking them to court, and we actually won. When I went back to the store to collect my money, they literally shut down the entire store just to avoid paying us. Dang it! So I personally gave them an official closing ceremony, and it went extremely viral. And now the entire world has seen how corrupt this Bricks and Minifigs company is.
We didn't get the Legos back, but I mean, we shut down an entire business.
We still gotta get the Legos back.
Gotta get the Legos
I made
back.
a promise to this family that I was not going to stop on my journey until we get them their entire Lego collection back.
Alright, you know what? I'm going to say this part, he definitely should have got a lawyer at this point in time. Technically, you did win in small claims, all you guys. Now you go and get legal counsel or a mediator of some kind. Somebody go-between, because now the store is closed. You already got to the point where it was a mess before, now it's a major mess.
So I started to file my lawsuit. But right after I filed this court case, it got rejected. And the reason was I failed to demonstrate a good faith effort to resolve the dispute prior to filing. Basically, before this court case can get approved, I have to at least attempt to settle with Josh outside of court first. I tried calling Josh, but I'm blocked.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man. So my only option left is to travel to his house to have this conversation.
No, you don't do that. Because they already have, technically from the last video, every time you called, every time you went to the store, they probably called the police and started making paper trail. Again, I've known people that have gone through stalking cases. That's what they do. You have to call the police, even though the police don't do shit. But you have to keep calling, so if it does go to court, the judge will look and see, a stack of the times that you had to call the police for somebody that came to your place of business or your house and all that shit. That I guarantee that's what these people were doing. Guarantee it. Because I heard there's a bunch of shit going on beyond this. And the reason why, because I saw one short. So, yeah, there's a lot of shit going on now, but...
in person. Basically, if Josh wants to save the day, I got him a trophy that says, Joshua Johnson saved the day.
Yeah.
And we'll give him this trophy, but he has to give the Legos back first. So we started driving to Josh's house to have this good faith conversation the court requires us to have. We're in Josh's neighborhood. Oh my gosh. But when we showed up, Josh was already outside talking on the phone to someone. Oh my gosh, okay, Josh is outside on the phone.
It's crazy.
Wait, do I interrupt his phone call or do we just wait?
Interrupt his phone call?
No, probably not. I thought it would be pretty rude to interrupt his phone call, so we parked around the corner and decided to wait for him to get off this call. I like how we just have this conversation outside.
Yeah, right.
He doesn't want to get his wife involved. He's hiding something.
Everything's good, honey.
What the heck?
I'm pretty sure Josh is on the phone with corporate Bricks and Minifigs. And the reason I think that is we were actually just there right before this. Okay, pulling up to Bricks and Minifigs headquarters. The plan was to give them one more chance to do the right thing before suing them again. While we were there, one of the corporate employees answered the door and told us he would get the CEO to come talk to us.
Okay.
No, they said they're getting some guy to talk to us. We're just waiting.
I can already tell you right now, no one's coming out to talk to you guys.
Really? But they told us that they were. Since Josh only lives like 15 minutes away, they must have informed him that we're in the area. Because a few minutes later, this happened. Dude, the police just showed up. What the heck? Why are the police at his house?
You know why they're
one,
there.
dude. 2 cop cars.
3 cop cars?
Oh my god. Cop cars.
Why is there 3 cop cars at his house? We didn't even walk up to his house yet. The cops are following us. What the heck? That's so crazy, dude. Obey every traffic law.
He's got his lights on.
Oh, shoot.
Oh no.
My name's Officer. This is American Police. The reason I stopped you is the stop sign. We just didn't stop that.
I didn't? I thought I stopped.
Yeah, you definitely stopped. You said you ran a stop sign?
Huh?
You said you ran a stop sign?
I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, I was like...
Because we definitely stopped at the stop sign.
Stopped.
Yeah. I was so sure that we stopped at the stop sign that I actually requested all the police footage of this. And as you can see, we didn't even do a rolling stop. We fully stopped at the stop sign. So this is an illegal traffic stop.
Anything beyond 3 seconds or under 3 seconds, if you can count 1, 2, 3, and then go, it's considered a stop. I think some states is 5 seconds. Then you can go when it's safe. Yeah, this is bullshit.
Who's Ben? Me? Ben? How's Utah? It's good. Like it?
Okay, it's pretty obvious that the police know why we're here. So I just explained to them the entire situation.
Again, these cops, like the other cops, are not going to listen to these kids. They're going to be like, it's a civil matter, blah, blah, blah. Now you're in a different state. Technically, those other guys, part of their corporation, are probably like been calling in Oregon over and over and over each time he called. Even though they said, yeah, we're getting your shit together, they weren't getting their shit together. So they probably were calling the police every time to make a paper trail. So then it looks bad on Ben and his team. So anytime he shows up, they can say, look, you've been harassing them in this state, and you're not even from that state. Now you're in this state. Yeah.
Man spent his entire life collecting the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection set. The only problem
it sounds
is
ridiculous.
It's a crazy story, and the police officer did not believe me.
He's like,
$200,000.
$200,000. It sounds crazy.
Yeah. When the officer went back to his car, this is the message that he radioed in.
Hey, can you get the contact for Reckless Ben? He said he didn't have his ID, but he's just straight lying to me about everything else, so...
Since the cops don't believe my story, they trespassed me from the property.
Everybody today is being trespassed from that property.
Okay.
Yeah. We were forced to go home without having this good faith conversation. The court...
They give him a warning, you can't show up at his property. Now, this is the reason why process servers have to do some sneaky stuff to do this. They should have hired somebody to go there and do the, like, in-between. Not him himself. I know he's a YouTuber and he wants to make content with it, and that's the whole point of this, is to get the word out that Bricks and Minifigs is literally screwing somebody over and getting away with it. I get it, but you gotta look at the other side too. The cops are probably being told a lie, and they're just the police.
Requires us to have.
Like I said,
what do we do now, dude? Like, we didn't even, get to talk to him, and we're in trespass.
So, dude. But one thing I didn't understand was, how the heck did they know we were coming? I was hiding in the back seat the entire time, and the car's windows are extremely tinted.
These windows are so tinted, you can't see anything.
But as I was outside inspecting our car tint, the same police showed up to our house.
Oh no, we're getting pulled over again?
And it was weird. He wouldn't tell us why he was here.
Like I said, we've already talked about it.
Yeah, well, thanks for being so cool about everything.
Yeah.
They're like after us, dude.
Anyways, since Josh clearly doesn't want to have this good faith conversation with me, I took his trophy and destroyed it.
Wait, guys, let's throw it off that thing.
that's pretty high up.
Just like in the previous video, I tried to give Josh the benefit of the doubt, the easy way. But again, Josh does not want to do the easy way. The only option left is to go the hard way. But before going the hard way, I actually remembered that there's another owner of the store named Brandon Best. Brandon is the guy in the security camera footage that illegally kicked the first owner out of the store so he could steal all their Legos. I tried calling him, but I am also blocked.
I'm sorry.
The only option left is to show up to his house.
I think they're making a mistake by showing up at the houses, because whatever these guys are telling the police is going to make it worse on them if they go to court. it's going to be harder to fight it. And they're a big corporation. And this is the reason why a lot of them have money. It's because they figure out ways, loopholes around the law and things like that. So I'm just worried that Ben is making a big mistake by showing up there himself after everything he did at the store, and then they can say, oh, he harassed us to the point where we had to shut the store down, and now he's here at our house. And you see what I'm saying?
Hello.
Oh,
hey,
this guy. Look at the look on his face.
Hello?
Huh?
Hey, well, I was wondering if you'd be down to pay us for the lawsuit that we won.
That guy's just like... mean mug it. That's all he's doing. He's waiting for the cops. You can see it. You can see it.
It seems like Brandon doesn't want to have this good faith conversation to resolve this problem outside of court. And I gave him plenty of time to speak.
I guess if you don't want to talk, I'll just talk. So you guys told us to take you to court. We went to court and we won. We know you closed down the store to avoid paying us, so we could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again, but
then the police showed up, and again, for some reason, they are really trying to protect these criminals.
He didn't steal anything. He inherited the store from somebody else.
No, he stole $200,000 worth of...
How do you know this?
Because I've been spending the last 3 months in the case, and I won in court.
He inherited the store. He's being blamed for everything that the previous owner did, and he's trying
well, that's a lie. So we...
Okay, hold on.
Don't argue with the cop.
I'm sorry.
Don't argue with the cop.
He's still trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner, and now he's catching blame for it, and he's just trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner.
No, him saying that it's the previous owner, that's a lie, and we already proved this in court.
If you come back and step foot on this property, you're gonna go to jail.
The police gave me a formal trespass notice, which I took a picture of it and sent it to the court as proof I tried to have this good faith conversation, but Brandon didn't want to have it with me. And turns out this was good enough. My court case with Brandon Best got accepted.
Basket that a kid would have like on freaking Easter. I didn't even notice that. I was looking at his outfit, but that guy was just like mean mugging. Like, can't imagine what these guys are telling the police. Can't imagine.
But my court case with Josh is still going to be rejected until I find a way to have this good faith conversation with him. So I decided to see if I could find Josh online, to see if I could look up any more information about him.
Hey guys.
Yeah, they all look the same. No.
Joshua Johnson.
Yeah, Joshua Johnson.
We lower their tax liabilities and minimize their exposure to lawsuits. That's hella ironic. Are you kidding me, dude? That's what he's known for, is reducing people's exposure to lawsuits.
These guys are
more research,
career
we
criminals.
found out that both Josh and Brandon are super hardcore Mormon, which was actually extremely surprising to me, because if Josh and Brandon are truly Mormons, they believe that stealing is wrong, and if they steal, they're going to go to hell.
I don't know anything.
Or I guess in Mormonism they call it the outer darkness. But
so I don't know much about Mormons. I've met some. I don't know much about the religion. Anybody wants to let me know. I've met Mormons and they were always wicked cool. They're nothing. These guys are like career criminals. Look at these two. You can just see it on their face. They don't give a shit about nobody.
Still, Brandon and Josh probably actually believe that this is going to be eternity for them. I mean, Josh even swore to me on his Mormon God in the last video that he would give us the Legos back.
I promise you. I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
But maybe I can use this to my advantage. My problem right now seems to be that Josh is never going to listen to anything I ever tell him. But if someone from his church heard this audio, maybe he would listen to them. So after finding exactly what church these guys go to, we went to it and showed one of the Mormons there this audio clip. And the Mormon thought that the best thing to do was to have a talk with Josh to save him from going to this outer darkness.
Okay, this is the type of Mormon that used to come to this one place I lived at. And these kids would always come. They'd have the same type of outfit. And they're always polite. And all of them look like the same. They had the same haircut and everything. And they're always like, hello, how are you doing? Me being an asshole, I would just be like, nope, not buying. Slam the door. I'm an asshole. They seem nice.
Good luck.
I can't believe
me and Tyler are staying back because we're already trespassed. So
yeah, we ended up just driving home, but on our way back, this happened.
What?
Oh,
Hold
God.
up again? For what?
Oh my God.
How's it going? I'm Officer Hawkins, American Fork Police Department. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Well, what's your name? Are you Ben?
No, are you Ben? Jesus.
Hanging out down here.
At this point, we realized what's going on. Yesterday, I told Brandon that our plan is to now sue them personally.
we could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again.
It seems like they're getting so desperate that they're going to resort back to the same strategy they used in the last video.
You know what's really funny is after you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested? How do we
Dang.
get them arrested?
Yeah, Josh and
Yeah, you
Brandon
can see it
think
on this
that if
guy's
they can
face.
somehow get us arrested and thrown in jail, then we won't be able to sue them. I don't.
Also, I noticed, you see the property he lives in, the house, that they do live in Utah, but still, depending on what area, it's probably at least a mil, at least. If it was in LA, it'd be worth more than that, but you get what I'm saying, like, he's not living in like a little shithole like I am. This guy's got money, but he dresses like me.
I don't know what they told the police we did this time, but they caught us too late. The Mormon kid was already on his way to Josh's house to save him from this outer darkness and bring him back to God.
How's it going, sir? You're gonna sit on down here for me first. What brings you here?
I'm just.
Oh, this guy's house.
Brother Johnson.
Okay.
I'm in the.
Wait, this is the other guy, right? Joshua. I didn't even really see his house, but look at that. He's got a nice house too. Look at that, the stoop and everything, the steps, the glass door. I mean, this guy's got money.
I'll get a second word. There's been an audio going around with the young men group.
Okay. What's the audio that you wanted to play?
Here's the audio.
I'm not gonna screw you. You have my word. That's not who I am. I promise you. I swear to God. I promise you like everything.
Who's that?
So
I guess
that's him.
No, I know that. I could tell that from the voice, but
I was just gonna ask him, like, is he willing to give up everything like he said? Because he swore on everything. He swore on God. This might be a crazy.
I love this kid.
Could you take a selfie with me?
But anyways, back to us. The police
kid.
apparently got a call that we had heroin on us.
this officer is going to conduct the search of your person because there are illegal substances in the vehicle. Really? So he's going to.
I'm not proud of it, but this happened to me before. I was dope sick at the time. I'm not going to get into everything. I got a little over 11 years clean, but this has happened to me before, and we didn't have anything, but we were looking, okay? And one of the guys that we were with was working with the police, so he had a syringe and he threw it in the back. The point is, though, cops, when they get a call, even if you're not on anything, it's considered a probable cause, so they could tear your vehicle apart. They could tear your vehicle apart for many different reasons and say they have a reason just because of an anonymous call, or they, in this case, it seems like they're just making shit up.
Do that. I'm gonna put this away, and then we'll be right. Don't reach in your pockets for me. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Like this, the vehicle will be searched. Okay. I'm gonna have you stick by with my sergeant.
That's what I mean. They'll tear everything
After
apart.
2 hours of searching the car, obviously they found no drugs.
So, you didn't find anything.
I explained to the police that we didn't have drugs, and
They
the reality of the
redacted the
situation
audio?
is that Bricks and Minifigs is so desperate at this point that they're willing to do anything to get us arrested so they don't have to pay for the property they stole. And the police was arguing back with just some of the worst comebacks I've ever heard, which is why I think the police actually redacted this
They
audio in this
redacted
clip,
the
because
audio
if
of
they kept
this?
the audio in, then the world would get to
the
see
fuck
how
is going
stupid the
on?
American Fork Police Department is. But anyways, even though we were passing every single drug
These poor kids are like literally the police are telling them, you gotta do this test, do that test. And they redacted the audio. That's fucking wild. Because obviously he contacted them and got other audio. So some audio they gave him, other audio they redacted. That doesn't seem right.
tests they gave us, they were still not going to let us go until we
Is that a
told them where the
breathalyzer?
drugs were.
Your eyes, for example, right? There's a constriction dilated.
That's complete bullshit.
So I haven't been looking at this. I'll show him. Go ahead, look at him.
I'll look at you?
Yeah.
This is making shit.
You do see it?
So.
It's crazy. I have no idea, because I've never done any drugs in my life. I don't do drugs. I don't do alcohol. I've never done any of that in my life. I'm willing to do any drug tests.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very
This is ridiculous.
I don't understand what you're seeing in my eyes.
This is fucking ridiculous.
I'm gonna have.
They're literally just like, okay, so we were told you have this kind of drug, but we think you're drinking. We think you're this. We think you're that. You see it in your eyes. You can do this. You can do that. Ridiculous, bro.
Discussion with this officer.
And then the police department illegally redacted this conversation too. My guess is that they acknowledge that it's very obvious we don't have drugs on us, but they were going to try and pressure us into giving some type of false confession anyways.
I'm not sure if you're lying to me or not, to be honest.
I'm willing to take any drug test you want.
Walking a very dangerous line, which can get you hemmed up a lot of time.
Yeah.
You could end up in jail in Utah when you're from Cali.
Okay.
Not worth it, right?
Yeah.
We play differently here.
What?
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No.
I'm willing to cooperate with you guys and do anything you want me to.
The kid is literally like, I'll do whatever test. He'd probably do a blood test at this point, hair follicle test. He's like, any test you want. And they're like, well, I'm not going to give you a test, but you're walking a fine line. This is bullshit. As a person that was an addict, like I said, I've got 11 years clean. This is bullshit. Okay, now I understand when they said the police are covering for the criminals, because this shit is crazy. This police force, there's something that they have to be investigated. You can't be harassing people just because, oh, you're from California. I was saying that, yeah, they're probably, the Josh and that other guy, Brandon Best, are probably, my opinion, are probably telling them all kinds of crazy shit. But this is getting to the point where it is harassment from the police. They're literally just following them around and just trying to figure whatever law that they can try to throw at them, to the point where it's getting ridiculous.
Because I'm not hiding anything. I can promise you that. I promise.
We weren't giving the police a false confession like they wanted, so eventually I guess they just got tired and let us go.
We'll let you guys go now, but you're walking a thin line. Just be mindful of that. Does that make sense? Okay.
At this point, I've documented everything I've been through to the court, that I've tried to have this good faith conversation with Josh. He just doesn't want to have it with me. And because of everything I went through, my court case finally got approved. And attached to this email are court papers to serve Josh. The only problem is Josh is not going to open this door for anyone. He wouldn't even talk to another Mormon. Instead, he just called the police on him. In order to get Josh to come outside, I'm really gonna have to get creative. So I made this poster that says, I stole a dying man's life savings, and printed it out. Now I'm placing this poster in a public space right across the street from Josh's house. Yeah, it turns out this tiny patch of land is actually free for any person of the public to use. And
yeah, but he's gonna call the cops and just say, these people are harassing me. You know, I can already see.
Since we have the freedom of speech, I am breaking no laws by doing this. So when Josh walks outside to take down this sign, I have a process server to serve him his court papers. But almost immediately, my sign got blocked.
Oh no, he's blocking our sign.
Are those police cars? Yes, they are.
What are you guys doing here? So we are in a court case with them, and we have to serve them legal papers.
So I explained to the cops the entire situation.
I'm not going on his property.
Right, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The police realized that we're not breaking any laws, and they've been called here for a false reason, so they decided to leave.
Awesome, thank you. This is going so much better than yesterday.
So now it's time to serve Josh these court papers. And then we got the police called on us again.
What?
Hello. This man stole basically his family's life savings. So we're just here to serve him his court papers.
Again, I explained to this police officer the entire situation.
Okay, his mistake is going there himself, first of all, I think. Because the police are already out to get him. The sign is like poking a bear. Okay, you should realize at this point in time that these police here are not going to listen to anything he says. They already redacted audio of a conversation for no reason. They had no reason to redact that audio because it had nothing to do with anybody but the two kids and the two officers at that point. That's what it seemed like. And then they're obviously not going to allow you to go anywhere near him. Either one of these guys, Brandon or the other dude, Josh. He would have been better off having the process server just bring it there herself on her own or through lawyers. Anything but what he's doing right now, because I got a feeling that the guy's calling the cops every, 2 in a row?
I wish we could just send him an email or a phone call,
Oh, and talking.
Yeah, the court requires.
Talking about the case, the cops don't care. They won't listen. Believe me. You try to explain something to the cops, when the cops are called, they're already annoyed. And they're not going to take your side because they already got one side from somebody else. So the only thing they're going to say is, listen, what are you doing here? What's going on? Okay, now leave. You've already been trespassed. Now you're sitting out in front of the person's house. That type of shit, right? Oh, yeah. This is going to be...
Requires us to come in person for some reason, so...
Again, the cops realized that we are doing nothing illegal and decided to leave. Now it's time to serve Josh his court papers. But we got the police called on us again.
Hello.
So what I mean is just going to keep calling him.
So this is what you're trying to serve him with?
Yes. That's required by the court.
Again, the police agree that we are not breaking the law. They've been called out here for a false reason. This guy told me that he could even just serve the papers for me.
You okay if I get these papers?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, just give me 1 minute.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Sadly, we can't see the police officer serve Josh because the police department redacted all of it.
What the fuck is going on?
But the only thing that really matters is that Josh is getting served.
He does not want the paper.
What?
So, does not want the papers? Here's that back for you.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, the police told me that they can't serve the papers for me because I'm lying to them, and these aren't even real court papers.
Not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that. To be honest with you.
These are court papers.
Okay. It doesn't have a judge's name or anything like that.
Yeah, because there's no judge assigned to
because
it
it
yet.
hasn't gotten to the judge yet. So this is serving him, and then we'll go to the court, and then the judge will be there. So the judge doesn't get involved until we're in court.
Why is he saying that you guys went on the property?
Because he wants us arrested, so he doesn't have to go to court.
Oh my God. It's because it's a civil case, and then they assign someone to the case afterward. It's not like a felony where the police bring a warrant or something. Of course, there's not going to be a judge assigned to it, because in that case, a judge has to be a part of the warrant.
It doesn't look good when you've been trespassed.
Yeah.
Trying to serve papers.
Well, I think it looks exactly how we're supposed to do it legally. This is the legal way to do it.
Well, we have 2 or 3 incidents.
Yeah.
Incidents
well, first,
of what?
so they're incidents because he's lying to you guys. He's making them incidents. We came to do a good faith conversation, which is required by the courts before you can get a court case approved. So we did that. He called the cops on us. He lied to you guys saying that we had heroin on us, and we did a 3-hour search of the car yesterday. We found no heroin in the car. He's going to make up any lie he can to get us arrested. We are doing things the legal way, the correct way. The reason he's hiding in his house is because he's the criminal. If something doesn't look good, it doesn't look good for him, not for us.
I agree with Ben, but he's saying too much. Like calling him a criminal and everything, especially if they know him, it's a waste of your breath. The cops are looking at him like the more stuff he says, it sounds ridiculous to them. They just gonna shut him out and be like, oh, you're harassing him, you're trespassing, it doesn't look good. All this shit. You came to another state. And in the beginning, we already seen that he got swatted. So this is like somebody wielding the police like personal security. Like every time he tries to serve the paper, no matter what,
go the legal
police
process,
come.
find an actual process server.
She is an actual process server.
What is your guys' relationship?
I just met her today.
Well, maybe just have someone not affiliated with you.
That's her. Yeah, we have no relationship. That's why she's here. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, somebody not affiliated with you. It's not his girlfriend. They just met. Like, that's what she does. All right. He's telling them that, and that's what I'm saying. All the other stuff, certain things you say to the police, certain things you don't, because the cops just tune you out, and then it's like tunnel vision. Okay, you're not supposed to be here, and you could say a bunch of shit. No, you're not supposed to be here. Doesn't look good. You know, like, this is so frustrating.
That's why she's here. We have no relationship, and that is who she is, the exact person that you were describing.
I always thought that the police were supposed to remain unbiased, and if they were going to take a side, they definitely shouldn't take the side of the criminal. But I guess I was wrong.
Technically, they don't know who the criminal is or not, and they probably have some kind of relationship with this guy. At least know him, because it seems like they redacted audio when they went and talked to him. So I'm assuming they know him from somewhere, and he calls them. How many times has he called them so far? What was that? 7, 8, 9 times? I mean, dude, it's getting to the point where it's like,
I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm literally just following the instructions of the court, so the police can't stop me.
Okay, I'm gonna race your dick.
Okay, see ya.
Now that the police are finally leaving, it's time to game plan how to serve Josh. But then, you guessed it, we got the police called on us again.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The serving paper?
Yeah.
Here you go. Well,
Do they think it's a false case? What the heck?
Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Trying to speak with someone to verify if a case is, just verify if a case is real.
Yeah, looks like a real small claims case in our court.
Okay, thank you for your help. That's all for today. Thank you.
I think this phone call was the breaking point for the police.
Oh, he's rubbing his chin.
The police couldn't handle the fact that I was right and they were wrong.
Hello. Okay.
What?
Am I being arrested?
We're under arrest right now.
Really?
It's a real court case.
Ben got arrested.
Okay, all right, we're gonna.
Like, they didn't say anything when they were putting him in handcuffs. They just said, "You're being arrested."
Come here. No, you're all right.
I was confused on what I was being arrested for. I mean, the same police officer.
When I yelled, my dog ran. It's okay, baby. Go lay down. No, you're all right. I wasn't yelling at you. I wasn't yelling at you, baby. She was wondering what was going on. I thought something wrong.
Officers that arrested me gave me permission to do exactly what I was doing.
You can film from the sidewalk wherever it's public, right? But you can't go on that property. If you do, you'll be charged, okay?
Okay, yeah, for sure.
I got arrested for just doing what the police told me to do. What's even more confusing is the police are supposed to be the good guys. Why are they arresting an innocent person to protect an evil criminal? Well, back when I was still waiting in the car to serve Josh, I got a phone call, and this call was from Brian, the collector's son who got all their stuff stolen. And he has a theory of what might be going on here.
Yeah, the cops down there are definitely all in with the Mormon community, and being the bricks and minifigs is part of that and worth millions. I would not doubt that they have donated hefty sums to the Mormon church, of which all the cops are probably a part of.
Yeah, Brandon Best, Joshua Johnson, and Eamon, the CEO, are all super Mormon. Like, the CEO even went to the Mormon University. And when I looked up all the police officers who were treating me unfairly, they were all Mormon too.
And they take care of their own.
Oh, yeah, but still. Okay, so they do know each other. And they probably are like, their fellow churchgoer is a stand-up guy. He donates money. So in their mind, they're probably thinking this kid is harassing him and making up shit. It's coming from another state, made him get one of his franchise stores closed. See, I can see their side of it, but they're the ones that are, they're like acting like personal security guards. Doesn't matter if they're part of the church or not. I mean, there are certain things where this is ridiculous. And then they find out, oh, this is a real small claims case. Okay, let's arrest them. Yeah, that sounds reasonable to me.
Man, they're like a huge clan that takes care of each other.
And instead of trying to get rid of the few bad people who are making Mormonism look bad, they're for some reason choosing to protect these criminals. But eventually, I got released from jail.
Out of jail now?
And this is when it really hit me that the justice system has decided to protect these criminals. So now, there's really only one way I can think of to get this family the money back that got stolen from them. Which is a GoFundMe. Yeah, it is a pretty anticlimactic ending, but at least I'm confident that I'm not going to get in trouble for this. Now that our GoFundMe is live, it's time to promote it, to start getting donations. We printed out the GoFundMe.
Wait. I don't think that you can claim that somebody stole something from somebody unless there is proof. If, for instance, if they go to court, again, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm pretty sure if you put "I stole a dying man's life savings," I'm not sure, but I think you're supposed to word it differently. Especially these cops, literally it seems like they're looking for anything.
This picture to hang it up so we can get a nice Instagram video to post to social media. But before the group could even hang the picture up, the police came.
What you guys up to?
We're starting a GoFundMe.
Yeah. Don't talk.
What we're doing is we're going to get a bunch of publicity to get basically all this money back for this family.
Don't talk.
You know, we're not going to do the lawsuit anymore. We're just going to do this GoFundMe. We've already got it started.
It can run into some defamation.
Don't talk. See, now this is what it feels like. Police love doing this. They're trying to separate all of them and get confessions from people. They could say, hey, you're trying to get money and publicity for what? Because you're YouTubers?
Stuff.
Again, the police were thinking of any technicality they could think of to protect their Mormon friend.
Look at your stalking code. See if it's that. If it's not, we're going to look at disorderly. If it's not disorderly, then we're going to look at the city ordinance.
After going through every law they could think of, it turns out that hanging this sign on a fence and then taking a picture of it for Instagram is not illegal. In fact, what the group is doing is actually protected under the First Amendment, freedom of...
All right, we got a list of laws here, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to go down the list. And if one of them doesn't stick, we'll get the next one. If that one doesn't stick... Oh, wait. We got one here. It's from 1808. It's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. No. Okay, baby. This is ridiculous, bro.
Speech. So one of the police officers let the group know that they were okay to keep doing this.
Right now, I don't think you guys break the law.
But this other police officer wasn't able to accept this reality.
We're gonna take it down.
And then for the rest of this footage, the police redacted all of the audio. So I called up the police station to find out why.
All the redactions are done pursuant to the Utah State Code. We don't redact things just because we feel like it or, just because something looks funny. Everything is redacted pursuant to Utah State Code. And other than that, I can't really delve into any more detail.
But the police made a mistake. They accidentally forgot to mute this police officer's audio, so when you sync the two clips together, I can actually hear what they're saying here.
He sees it or give back? Is it an occasional crime? Is it disorderly conduct? Why? Is he upset about it? I guess, but that's not...
Yeah, this police officer is right. Just because this might make Josh upset does not make this poster illegal. So I decided to let the police department know that...
Bro, are they police or are they personal security for this Joshua guy and Bricks and Minifigs or what the fuck? Bro, is Joshua upset?
Some of the redactions they made aren't exactly what they're claiming they are.
I think you guys might have accidentally forgot to redact another clip that was at the same time, and when I synced the two clips together, I was able to see...
Don't tell them things like that. You don't talk to the police like that, because then they're going to use that even. Ben.
See what they were saying, like what the redaction was, and he was talking about how what we're doing actually isn't illegal, and how the police officer might be wrong, and so it wasn't about protecting a victim, it wasn't any personal information, and so I was wondering, it seems like there might be a lot of stuff like that got redacted, maybe to protect the police officers, not to protect the victims, if that makes sense. And so...
Yeah, we don't do that. So like I said, anything that's redacted is pursuant to Utah State Code.
I can tell because when I sync the two clips together, I'm actually able to see that that's what the redaction was.
Okay, well, that didn't happen.
That definitely didn't happen?
No, I don't do that, Ben. I follow the Utah State Code, like I just said.
Okay. Well.
I don't know.
Yo, is this a cult? Is there a cult? Because they're like, did you hear how she said that? Bro, she's like, we don't do that, Ben. What the fuck is going on?
That definitely didn't happen?
No, I don't do that, Ben. I follow the Utah State Code, like I just said.
Okay. Well.
I don't know. It seems like the police department redacted this entire conversation because right here the police are actually admitting to themselves that none of this is illegal, but they're still going to try to arrest us anyways. It seems like the only reason they're getting rid of this audio is to protect the police officers from getting fired. I don't know what the police officers are saying in this next clip, but I'm pretty sure they're scheming up a way to get the group arrested because this is what happens next.
Oh my God.
Lieutenant Adamson can correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to seize your phone right now.
Seize his phone?
Don't. Do not do that. You understand me? Right now you're attempting to destroy evidence.
Destroy?
Okay, put your hands behind your back.
I was just locking my phone.
Okay, I'm gonna switch over to the police officer's body cam POV so we can dissect what just happened. First, the police officer asks if he can confiscate Sheldon's phone.
These cops are so corrupt. Yo, they're just making up anything they can. Because there's... Right, oh my God. I think you have to have...
So Sheldon says, okay, and reaches in his pocket to give it to him. But at this point, Sheldon sees that his phone is unlocked. And at this moment, he decided that before giving it to the police officer, he was going to lock his phone, which is totally legal.
Yeah,
there's no search warrant, so Sheldon is legally allowed to lock his phone. But as the police officer saw Sheldon's thumb moving towards that lock button, he snatched it out of his hands. And now the police officer's claiming that because he tried to lock his phone, he's destroying evidence.
Silence.
Yeah, I was giving it to you.
Stop talking.
I was giving
talking,
it to you.
Okay?
It's on my money. Look, it's on my wallet. I was turning it off.
Right now, this phone is being seized as part of this investigation, and you're being arrested. Okay, let's put him.
What investigation? Yo, the first video was like there's some goofy shit that Ben and his team did, and I thought, you know what, you should have a lawyer and everything. Now, when they kept talking about how the police are in Oregon protecting the store and anything, but these cops are definitely protecting
in the back of the car.
They don't even do this for people
And
that
again,
are doing real
the police
crimes.
decided to break the law, arrest Sheldon, all to protect an evil criminal.
I know people that have literally been stalked and they had to call over and over and over and over and over. And the police are just like, well, there's nothing we could do. Let's keep calling. A friend of mine, she was stalked by this guy. It ended up being all right in the end, but it got to the point where she was calling so much and so she had so much anxiety that every little noise, she ended up getting a dog, looking into getting a gun. And these cops get called a couple of times and they're just like, ah, give me that phone. And he's just trying to lock it. That's it.
My name's Detective Nikosha. I work here at the police department.
I did willingly hand over my phone, but when I handed him my phone, my wallet popped up. So I said, hold up, let me hit my power button. And I have it recorded as well. That's all I went and did. That's not obstruction of evidence. And then I let him have the phone. I wasn't trying to delete anything. In fact, it is actually impossible to delete something from an iPhone from a locked screen by hitting the power button. So in no context could I have been trying to erase something by hitting one button on my phone. Now, I'm sure you have a phone as well. When you hit the power button, that doesn't delete anything, does it?
No.
I would imagine it wouldn't, yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I did. So I don't know how that's obstruction of evidence, but that is what it is.
Now that Sheldon is in jail, just for promoting our GoFundMe, we started doubting if we'll ever even be able to get Brian his money back for his dad's Lego collection. It's crazy that out of all the powerful organizations I've gone up against, the one company I'm not able to beat is a Lego company. I literally couldn't have imagined a worse ending for this video.
I am in shock. I don't even know what to say. Dude, I've seen some shit back in the day. Like, my sister got arrested, her husband got arrested, a friend of mine got swatted, and everybody in the building got arrested. But they were drug houses. These kids literally are doing nothing that we can see anyway. But I've never seen police this aggro over nonsense and just being called over and over. It's an abuse of power to the point where it's so ridiculous. I don't even know what to add to this.
But I had no clue that it was about to get way worse.
This is where they get swatted? Because they showed it in the beginning. They're like stacking up like they're about to pick in a drug house.
Directing Park Police Department, make yourself known.
Search warrant. Stand up.
Why would you need that kind of firepower with these kids?
Step outside, everybody. Come on.
No. Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Okay?
Yeah, this cop pulled my arm so far back, it dislocated my shoulder. He claims it's because I was attempting to make an escape or something.
Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Don't move quick. Everybody just chill.
But if we go back a little bit, you can see I was being completely still when he grabbed me, and I actually made 0 quick movements. So this police officer is just straight up lying so he can give me a serious injury.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
Yes. The police department got an official warrant to search our house for stolen Legos. I should have seen this coming. Josh did threaten me in the last video that if I go out and actually try to sue him, he's going to come out and say that I'm the one that stole the Legos.
Okay, let's do it.
Fuck you, man. You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
Dang.
Legos. You need 4 police go there, weapons drawn over Lego theft. They stacked up like they were going to. I'm surprised they didn't throw in a flashbang. They could have sent 1 cop for Legos, maybe 2 officers, right? But like they didn't have to go in guns ablaze and like.
Okay.
You can shut the fuck up.
Let yourself be
That's your
known.
fucking choice.
I'm going to fast forward a little bit just to give you guys some context, but I actually got a copy of this warrant.
The reason they were searching our house was, it says, there is now certain property or evidence described as any stolen merchandise, specifically
American Polk County, Utah. This police department, city police department, has to be investigated. Any stolen merchandise, Legos, said property or evidence. Legos. So what if they only had 1 Lego? What would they get, 100 years? Come on, this is ridiculous.
Lego merchandise. Evidence of illegal conduct on us that we stole the Legos. They're looking that we stole the Legos is why they stormed our house with no evidence. And this is after he's been proven to make up stories about us before. And so now he's just pulling something out of his butt. Oh, they're the ones that stole the Legos. And for whatever reason, the police take him seriously, even though he's acting like a crazy person.
Anyways, the cops probably felt pretty stupid when they searched our entire house and didn't find any stolen Legos. Again, the police illegally redacted this conversation to avoid them looking stupid, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were talking about. But instead of doing what any rational police officer would do and let us go, they're sticking to their story that we're the thieves.
This is ridiculous. Over fucking Legos? Legos that they didn't even have? Alright guys, they're gonna round you up for Legos. Oh wait, you didn't have any? Oh well, you're still going. Well, he said it redact that.
Now the entire group, we are all on our way to jail. Except for me. I got taken to an interrogation room so they could find some reason to lock me up for good.
Ben, I'm Detective Nikosha.
Last time, I was able to get released on bail, but this time, they're requesting that I be held in jail a month until my court date. But there's honestly nothing for me to hide, so I went through the entire story with them.
I'm gonna add in something right here because I was like dumbfounded throughout the whole part. When I was a teenager, 2 friends of mine, they went into a church on Halloween. Then they went to the high school and they took the communion wine out of the church. The church door was unlocked. They took some of the communion wine and they went over out behind the high school where this old maintenance shed was. And they're throwing toilet paper over there, drinking wine. They were underage. My friend just turned 17. He got arrested and they held him for 2 months over taking the wine. But his father kept asking me, and I'm like, I don't know where he is. Like, I wasn't even there. He kept acting like, because I was asking him, I'm like, what's going on? He's like, I don't know, weren't you there? I'm like, no. I just heard about it like everybody else through school, but this is what this reminds me of.
To show the detective that this whole thing is just a big misunderstanding.
If you think about it.
Another thing too is legal counsel, because they can use anything you say or do right here. They're already using anything they were saying or doing, or even just standing there doing nothing as a reason to arrest them. The fact that they brought him in there to question him about anything that they could find, he should have asked for a lawyer. Just saying.
83-year-old man versus $400 million company. Even though the $400 million company's in the wrong, they're gonna win, you know? I wish we could just send him an email, like, show up to court this day. That would be so easy for us, but this is how the law works. Like, that's not my fault. Like, I don't make the law. If I made the law, send him an email, and they're like, he doesn't want your papers, you just have to figure it out civilly. And I'm like, this is the civil method, you know? Like, to do it civilly, you have to serve.
You
like,
can tell
well,
that
then
cop
just sue him
doesn't
then.
give
Like, that's what we're doing.
The cop is rocking back and forth like, yep, okay, yep. He's gonna eventually tell me something I could use against him. Yep.
Doing like, do you see how this is a circle? I am very interested on Josh's side of the story because I think he said, might have said we had heroin in the car or something, and they.
This is a mistake too. This part is definitely a mistake. Just going by experience, don't do this.
Like a 3-hour search on our car. Obviously no heroin, so I don't know what Josh is telling them to.
He has the right to remain silent. He doesn't have to tell them shit. He doesn't have to tell them anything. He could have just sat there the whole time, not said a word. Same with everybody else, not said a word. The more you talk, the more they're going to use it against you.
We're doing, but suing him is not working for us. So let's do a GoFundMe.
Right after I mentioned this GoFundMe, the investigator wanted to leave the room.
Hang tight here, and then I'll be back with you, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something about me mentioning this GoFundMe really caught his attention.
All right. Good. Well, I'd just like to know more about this, like, GoFundMe. Like I said, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, we were just trying to get, so basically what ended up happening is Ben got arrested, which we were pretty blown away he got arrested, but I'm like, all right, I'll take over now. Like, I don't want you to get in any more trouble. And he's like, yeah, I can't get in any more trouble. Like if you take over, like that, you know, that was my decision. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. What
I'm going to make a wild guess that this cop is going to try to say that the GoFundMe has nothing to do with any old man. It has to do with giving it to Ben, right? That's what it seems like.
What questions do you, like, I guess, have? Because there's not really, I guess, much else to say in the situation, to be honest. That's just the whole thing that just happened. I mean, I'm honestly, like, kind of shocked to be arrested at this point for that. Yeah, this is definitely a very strange thing to be getting interrogated about, especially considering from my angle and the evidence I've seen, the overwhelming evidence that they just blatantly stole from this guy. It's like us trying to then do a GoFundMe to get him his money back, and I'm the one, you know, getting put in cuffs. It's crazy.
I guess the detective didn't get what he was looking for, so he decided to interview the rest of the group.
It sounded like a great project to me. I was like, okay, like it's for a good cause.
How are you doing?
And for some reason, he was trying to get all of them to admit that the GoFundMe was my idea.
Hello. Obviously, Ben was behind the GoFundMe idea as well, right?
I don't know whose idea that was, because I kind of just started, I think they...
But he was supportive of it as his channel, right? He said, oh yeah, let's do this for the channel.
See, let's do this for the channel. He's like literally putting words in her mouth. She shouldn't talk either. None of them should be talking. These cops are fucking corrupt. Don't talk.
Understanding? Was that kind of your ideas to do this video with the GoFundMe and all that?
But I wasn't afraid to admit that I actually made the GoFundMe for Brian, because a GoFundMe is a safe, legal way to raise money for a family if they got all their stuff stolen. I should be risking nothing by admitting this.
Basically, the police told me, do not take this man to court, or else he will get arrested.
Bro, these cops are so fucked, but these kids shouldn't be saying
And so I was like, just thinking, and we're like, let's do a GoFundMe, you know? And that was their solution.
But I was wrong.
Yeah, you're
We're
wrong.
going to book you back into the jail, okay? The creation of the GoFundMe, right? We're blasting this person all over saying, hey, he's...
So creating the GoFundMe was illegal?
When I asked the detective how creating a GoFundMe was probable cause to send me to jail, this was his response.
A lot of this stuff you may have to just get an attorney and fight it in.
That's what I was saying from first video. Bro, yeah, I know this is a great way to blast out that this company is up to no good, and these police obviously are breaking the law. They're like literally acting like, this is my opinion, they're acting like they're a security force for one man, two men. This is what it seems like. Police also, we don't know their side of it, what they're being told. So I'm not going to say that they're totally corrupt, but they are acting as if they are a security firm. You know, it's just pretty crazy.
In the criminal side of court, right?
Okay, should I?
Yep.
Go my back?
Yeah, go ahead and stand up. I got an officer right here that's gonna, he has cuffs for you.
We'll also be able to hear Josh's side of the story, because I think he's said a lot of lies to you guys.
It'll be, and I never talked to Josh, but it'll be documented in the report as well.
Okay, thank you so much.
But the detective was lying. The police have illegally redacted every single claim Josh has made about me, and when I finally go to court, I'm going to be completely blind to what I'm even being charged for. The worst part is that the police officers took away my bail, so now I have to wait a month in jail.
This is so fucked, man. I'm like dumbfounded.
However, I ended up getting extremely lucky. When a judge ended up reviewing this arrest, they thought the whole thing was so stupid and ended up releasing me on bail. So now, at least I'm a free man until my court case.
Let's go, man.
You need counsel, bro. You need legal counsel.
The illegal act that I committed was mentioning that Josh stole the Legos in our GoFundMe. So if you say who the thief is, then that is illegal for us to do that.
Yeah, because this is what I was trying to think of. He's not technically through the courts. He hasn't been charged with any crime to do with any kind of theft or anything. So I'm pretty sure that's what the cop was trying to hit him on and say that these guys are YouTubers. They're making a GoFundMe. They're harassing somebody. They're saying that he stole a bunch of stuff. But I know the guy, and he wouldn't do that because he's part of the church and he's a stand-up guy. He keeps getting harassed, and the GoFundMe is actually a way for them to make money off the guy that is innocent. See, that's what I'm thinking is going on with the cop side. But the cops are still going way beyond the scope of what you would think they would be doing. Again, that's my opinion.
Now, I just have to wait for court, and honestly, I'm not excited. My entire life, I was taught if you steal from people, you get in trouble. And if you help people, you get rewarded.
That's so naive.
But I guess I was just taught a lie. By me trying to help...
No, you're not taught a lie, but the way you're looking at it is kind of naive.
And do the right thing.
But when they served the papers to the guy, he should have taken them. That's what they're there for.
All I did was just screw everything up and get all of my friends in trouble. I couldn't fix anything, and now with all the charges I got in this video, I'm looking at least 5 years in jail. But I finally accept my fate. I failed, and now it's time to go home. But before I made it home, one of my roommates called me saying that a police officer just showed up to our house.
So it rings the doorbell, and it's like, is Mr. Snyder here? I was like, why? I was like, can I deliver a message for you? He's like, how could you deliver a message? He said it just like that. He was like, just tell him he has a warrant for his arrest. He thought he was in an action movie type walk off, and that was his end scene line.
No, Ben's right, but he's wrong. They've been calling the police, making a paper trail, making up lies, but every time the cops go there, they get arrested, they get questioned, then they show up near the place that's considered harassment, this, that, the other thing, all this stuff in Oregon. They're just going to keep compiling things and make a case out of it and get a warrant, bring him in and question him and see what else they can get him on. It's kind of what it sounds like that the company's doing. Even though on the other side of it is they're just trying to get the money back for this guy. But naively, it doesn't just quite work that way, unfortunately. But this is so fucked. I did not expect all this to happen. Yeah, I heard there's a couple more videos we're going to get into after this. I can't believe this. This is ridiculous.
I can only imagine of what I'm being accused of doing now. So immediately, I called the Utah Police Department to see what my warrant was for.
Someone showed up at my house today saying that there was a warrant out for my arrest.
If that warrant says a no bail, those are the ones that are more serious.
The only thing the police department could tell me is that I do have a warrant, but this time the judge approved it that I will have no bail. And I am now a physical threat to Josh, the person the police are protecting. So basically, at any moment...
So when he was in jail, Josh called up and said he physically threatened him or something? Is this what happened? How would that even be possible? Unless they give him one phone call and they're going to say, oh, he used that one phone call. Dude, what the fuck?
Now, I could be arrested without bail for some mystery crime. There really is only one thing that I can do now.
Get a lawyer?
Well, I'm in Mexico now, and the American police have no authority here.
Are you kidding me?
What's going on? What the heck is that thing? Can you let us on that?
I heard he is a stunt
For this
man,
moment,
so.
I realized what I had to do. Bricks and Minifigs thinks they can just bully anyone who tries to stop them in committing their crimes. And what's the only way to stop a bully? To stand up to them.
If me posting this picture online once got the city this upset where they had to arrest me, just think about how upset they'd be if thousands of people started wearing it.
Which is why the picture that got me arrested, I'm putting that picture on a shirt.
And you can buy this merch at WeStealFromOldPeople.com. So go right now. It's gonna be sick.
And yeah, all of the law enforcement that's protecting Bricks and Minifigs is gonna be pissed. But there's nothing they can do because I'm in Mexico.
Are you?
Anyways,
really?
I'm in Mexico now. The police can't do anything to me here.
God, this is like a roller coaster ride. So basically, for my YouTube crowd, if you like this type of content, please like, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all later. See ya in part 3.